Hey guys, Ron here with Rising Sun Properties. Today we are back in Yamanashi at another property I viewed out there. This is an interesting property. It's a very like country style kind of farmhouse style property. It looks like that there was part of it built and then there was an addition on it, and it looks like it was part of a farming operation. There are some farming going on out there, and some of the local people are still farming. You'll see from the garage and also this little door from the garage that it was definitely operating as such at some point in the past, but now it's an akiya. At the price point, it is a pretty good buy to consider. A property like this one, you will need to do some renovations. A lot of people are okay with that. If you're okay with renovations, like you either live in Japan, most of our clients don't, but if you live in Japan or you have a background in construction, stuff like that, and you're okay taking on the project yourself, that's completely fine. You can also hire someone to do some renovations for you here in Japan. Of course, that's going to cost a little more money. So, some clients from the past have looked for properties like this to buy and then renovate themselves or hire someone to do it over time instead of spending a lot on a property in the beginning. So either is completely fine. I always recommend finding something that's a little bit more turnkey style that has been renovated, ready to move into. But if this kind of property is your style, then it's a type to consider. Again, the renovations are going to definitely be needed, so keep that in mind. But it is a really cool property, lots of space, lots of potential. So enjoy the tour, and thank you so much. Like and subscribe, guys. Really appreciate it. Was a pretty long trip out there, but that's fine because I had some beautiful landscape and was able to catch up on some work and reading. And here is the approach to this home. Here's the garage. It's kind of hard to get a good shot of the entire home in one just because of where it's located. But this is the back, and walking up this kind of side road here, and off to the left is actually the main entrance of the house right here. That's the quote front door. And as you can see, even from here, it's quite a large home and a lot going on. You can also get in from the garage, so there's obviously enough parking in the garage. You can park your car and walk straight into the home. There's some farming that I was talking about. Not exactly sure what those are, but it's an active farm. Think the guy next door was farming. This little kind of river running right beside. Excuse me if I sound a little stuffed up. I'm not sure what's going on. Might have some kind of allergy. Usually don't, but all is good. Here's that river running all the way down. It's pretty cool. This is the entranceway from the side when we walk by. So the Genkon area, of course, complete with the shoebox. And you'll see quite the difference from the beginning of the home to the other side of the home, the addition. Here's the kitchen. It's not a dual family home, so there's just one kitchen and one bath. And looking into the kitchen, you can see that it has definitely been lived in and will definitely need some upgrading and repairs. But the bones of it seem to be in good order, and it does have a lot of potential. Yamanashi isn't a place that a lot of people are looking to buy, at least the clients who have contacted me. But as I always say, if you get off the beaten path a bit, you can really find some great homes at a great price that you won't be able to find in places like Tokyo or Osaka, even Nagoya. Nagoya is cheaper, but still a little bit pricier than areas like this. So here's the kitchen. You can see there's a lot of stuff left in here. Water was on and working. However, you can see it leaking right there. So stuff like this will need to be upgraded at the very least. Didn't see any water leaking under there. Little spot on the right, maybe for a dining table. Here is the sink, bathroom sink, and a small closet underneath the stairs. Very typical in these Japanese homes. And kind of interesting, off to the right, there is not one, but two toilets. So you can see that otearai, that means the bathroom, the wash your hands room. Here's the toilet, first of two. Was flushing, but the water on the drain off up top was not working, and you can see that water that I flushed was a bit dirty, so probably was thanking me, trying to work some water through. It's probably been a while since it's been flushed. And directly to the left, not really sure why it's built this way, but here is another toilet. So maybe again, it's more of a farmhouse style, so you'll see this kind of thing going on in the farmhouses where, you know, toilets will be built outside or side by side. In this case, I've never seen this exactly, but has that farmhouse feel for sure. There are the stairs to go upstairs and to the addition. You can also get to the addition from outside. Here's a tatami room with a place for your aircon. Everything felt really solid. It is old, of course. A little bit of water damage up there that I saw, but overall, like the balconies and the floors and the frame, everything looked pretty solid. Didn't see a lot of cracking going on outside. Shows you doors open up to this tatami room with a bit of a breezeway looking to the backyard. Closet there off to the left and some extra storage also up to the upper right. Not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's an old dehumidifier, excuse me. Here's another closet space here. And more storage up top. And a nice little balcony with lots of natural light coming in. That's a door there that just goes off to the other room that we're already in. And some extra closet space off to the far end, which I'm not sure I got into that in the video. Here's the backyard. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. It's not completely overgrown and needs a huge amount of maintenance. Here's some old tatami that was laying there. It was a beautiful day. You just see it's just clear skies, clean air, out of the city, very quiet. Didn't see a lot of neighbors, but it looked like all the homes were being lived in, which is always a good sign. There was the neighbor guy off to the house over there. Looks like he is an active farmer and waved and said hello, so that's always a great sign. Here's an old tub. And a look at the second floor balcony that we'll get to, with this patio area here. Here we go up to the second floor. Again, this area looks a little bit dated. Once we go to the right there through that door, you'll see things change a bit because that is the addition. Those floors there remind me of my old junior high school, that green and gray checkered pattern, kind of nostalgic. Wooden floor here. Again, a lot of times I'll get into these old homes, get to the second floor, and you can just feel the house moving a little bit. It doesn't feel very solid, but this felt very solid. And I think the description says it was built by a carpenter who was, I don't know if he owned the place or just known around, but it said that it was a very good built home. And I would probably have to agree just by standing on it and from what I've experienced in the past. Saw a place there for an aircon to sit on the roof that you can install in this room. Right there. Lots of windows with lots of natural light coming in. You can see it's a very beautiful landscape. Love the mountain scenery. Those clay tiles. American Morning Kellogg's. I saw that and wondering if I'm the first American in this house. Who knows? Old cereal sticker. Here's another room. Can be used as maybe an office, or perhaps it was another bedroom at one point. Mirror and shelving off to the left. And a balcony. Again, I go on balconies. A lot of times they don't feel super sturdy. This one felt completely fine. With an awning there to keep off the rain. And a look off that balcony there. I think that's off to the west. Going off of where the sun was at that time. Now going into the addition. The addition already had taller doors. So that door was a lot taller than any of them in the home. It just had a newer feel. This bay window. Getting lots of light coming in. A little bit of water damage there, probably just from leaving the window open at some point. Here is the bath area. A little bit of storage right here. Door's a little funky. Seemed to open up okay. This bath looks a little bit dated, but it's large and has the automatic fill and reheat option. That obviously needs some cleaning. There's a wooden balcony out that window that we'll get to. You see some leaking here as well. But that balcony does not feel sturdy and definitely needs to be replaced. It's made out of wood and just has been weather worn and needs an upgrade. There's a dumbbell there if you want to get a quick workout in this very narrow hallway, and one of the most narrow doors that I've seen thus far in Japanese home viewings, but there it is. And here's that balcony that I did not get on. You can see that looks pretty worn out, and I'm not too light, so didn't take my chances. Continuing onto the addition, and looks like just kind of a more comfortable hangout spot for the family that had it. There's another sink. Didn't quite touch the water. Again, it just needs to be flushed out. It probably hasn't been turned on in a while. You see it's a little brown when you first turn it on. Does have another toilet here, so this home technically has 3. This one was flushing okay. Functioning properly. Another nice look. Here's a lounge area. Not exactly sure what they would have been using this for. Just another room, maybe TV room. It's also an office and another kind of chill room that we'll get to after here. Older aircon unit. Looks like it can pump out a lot of heat or cool air. Couple different views from this room, and it did feel like a home. I mean, it has a lot of potential, that's for sure. Didn't have any kind of weird, creepy feeling, no weird smells. This obviously was an office, probably used to keep track of all the farming stuff. Another bay window. Here's those stairs that come in from where the other front door is. So there's two entrances into this area of the house. One is from the other side, and then you can come up from the stairs here. And here's the last room in the home. Again, it looks kind of like a, I don't know, movie room, because you can close those shutters that kind of black out all the light. So I would use it as a meditation room. So close those, black out all the light, get some peace and quiet. Probably a bunch of running kids on the other side, so this is as far away as one could get, assuming there was a large family living here at some point. And one more view out the window. This is right on top of the garage. And out of the garage, that door goes into the kitchen, so you can pull into the garage, walk in through the kitchen. See, it's quite large. Wood looks good. Concrete looks good. Here's that little trap door, I guess, to bring in crops. Water, this old sink needs a little quick, good scrubbing, but everything was working properly as far as the water goes. Just some leaks that will need to be replace some of the faucets. You see the property line. There's a kerosene tank. Some cracking there, but that's, I don't know how significant it is, but that's going to be par for the course on homes that are this old. Other than that crack right there, everything else looked pretty dang good. Here's a storage area, probably for tools. And this walks all the way through to the back of the house where we were at the beginning of the video. So there's the property. Thank you guys so much for watching. Reach out if you have any questions or interested in buying property here in Japan. We are a licensed real estate agent and can help from start to close. Thank you and have a great day.